humans, it's just Martine and welcome to the start of another weekly reading vlog. It's Monday morning, just past 9, and I'm finally back in my dorm room, so I have to go run and get some groceries before it gets too hot outside. That's not a thing, it's South Florida in the summer, it's already too hot. So I got up, got ready, we need to get our lives together, and then we're going to read some this week, and it's going to be a funky, fresh time. So let's do it. Hello, happy Wednesday afternoon. I'm just here to pop in and say, like, I have been reading, but I haven't finished anything because I'm back to pulling my same usual stuff where I'm reading like a couple pages of this book and then moving to a couple pages of that book, on and on and on. So like probably over the weekend I'll finish a ton of books, but right now I'm not finishing anything, which is fine. Also, I'm reading lots of secret books right now, so I can't even just hold up a stack and tell you like, here are the things I'm working on and here's how much of this thing I read today, because like even right here, secret books, 2 of them. You can't see them, shh, secrets. But I have been reading, and if I'm going to give you any bookish update, it's going to be to tell you that I'm reading The Princess Stakes by Amelie Howard, which is the Shelf This Book Club pick for this month. And if I was a person who DNF'd books on the regular, I would be DNFing this book. I'm at 33% now. I don't care about the characters. I don't like most of what's happening in their inner monologues, and the last chapter made no sense because they kissed, and I can't really tell you because it's kind of a spoiler, but also it's not. It was just a really weird situation and like so unnecessary, and I feel like the author only did it to get a certain outcome, but like it didn't really serve a purpose anyway. It was weird, it was dumb, I didn't like it. We're slogging along through that, but just know, unlike what McDonald's would have you believe, I am not loving it. But I'm reading other books that I really like, so there's that. And I'm interested to hear other people's takes on this, which is one of the reasons I'm still motivated to finish it, aside from the fact that I usually don't DNF unless it's like critical levels. Yeah, I'm just not having the best time, and nobody else, it seems, has started this one yet. Like, I'm the only one who's been commenting on it in the Discord. So I'm just waiting for somebody else to pick it up and either tell me like it's a you problem or it's a book problem. Like, I'm waiting with bated breath. So I guess we'll see. It's Friday night and I'm so unwell because I just finished Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare. What the heck? Oh, it was brutal. It was brutal. 5 stars. It was brutal. I'm so glad I have the 3rd book checked out and ready to be read, even though I'm in the middle of like 1,000 other books that need to take precedence to that. But oh, wowie. If you don't know, Chain of Iron is the 2nd book in the Last Hours trilogy, which is part of the Shadowhunters world. And in this one, we're in my favorite of the Shadowhunters settings, London, years back, as it were. And we're following the Merry Thieves, who I love. And this 2nd book is just brutal. It was just brutal. Just brutal, and I should have trusted my sister on that. So far, our ratings are exactly the same on this trilogy. 4 stars to the first one, 5 stars to this one. So we'll see what I give the last book because she gave it 4 stars. So if I had to guess, that's probably what's gonna happen. But I spent the last like 2.5 hours reading, and every like 5 seconds going, no! So, that's on that. Wow, okay. Nothing else I read this weekend is going to measure up to that. Oops. I had a good time though. I'm telling myself I had a good time. I'm in distress. What a strong reading weekend so far. Okay, so it's Saturday morning, almost 9 a.m. and this morning I finally finished listening to the audiobook for Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson, which I've been wanting to read for a really long time. I've seen the movie, I know the story behind it, but I've been putting it off because I just knew it would be a hard read, and it was. I was listening to it while falling asleep for like the last several days. I loved it so much. Easy 5 stars. The work that Bryan Stevenson does is just incredible, and all the people that work with him at the Equal Justice Initiative, it's epic. It's so epic, and a lot of these cases that he discussed are cases that we talked about in my coursework as a grad student in legal psychology. Especially last semester, I had a class on children in the law, and we talked about a lot of the Supreme Court cases that Bryan Stevenson argued and discussed in this book about like ending life without the possibility of parole for juveniles and stuff like that. If you don't know, Bryan Stevenson is like one of the coolest humans ever, and specifically one of the world's coolest lawyers. He made it his mission to help the inmates on death row in the state of Alabama when he started his career, and he's made his whole career into getting equal justice for as many people as he could. The Equal Justice Initiative has taken on so many clients. They have taken on such a ridiculous caseload just because they know it's the right thing to do, and I love their work so much, and reading about it from Bryan's perspective was just everything that I wanted it to be. So absolutely 5 stars to this book. If you haven't read it, you need to. I know a lot of the things in this book from the work that I do, and also I've read books by like one of Bryan's clients before, but reading it from his perspective is just something totally different, and I think everybody needs to experience that. So what a morning. Last night I was beside myself from Chain of Iron. This morning I just feel like crying after finishing this book. If you did want to see my reaction to Anthony Ray Hinton's book, he was one of Bryan's clients. I did read The Sun Does Shine for one of my 12 TBRs of Christmas last year. I read it for my nonfiction one, so I'll try my best to remember to link it here, but yeah, go check that out. What a morning. I was already going to read this afternoon, but now it looks like I'm really gonna read this afternoon, because it be stormy. It do be. It's hard because like right now I'm also reading a lot of secret books, so I've also finished other books this week and I can't tell you about them. So that's weird from like a weekly vlogging perspective, because basically on my trip to Canada I kind of had a freak out moment where I was like, I feel really behind in 12 TBRs, so now I'm going like hard after that, but then I'm stuck here being like, uh-oh, books to tell you about now. But hopefully I'm getting a good mix in, and the storms, I guess, are helping. So as much as I would like it to be nice outside, reading it is. It's Saturday evening and I finally finished The Princess Stakes. I'm giving it 2 stars. What is there to say about this? I didn't like it. There were moments where there were parts of plot. There were parts of the plot that I found interesting, but their inner monologues were incredibly annoying to me. Most of their inner monologues weren't about the plot at all. They were about each other. And I don't actually feel like they were in love. I don't feel like they had an actual connection at all. No matter how many times they said that, I just didn't believe it. I didn't really care what happened to the characters, except the Duke's sister, Ravenna? I don't know how you say it, but I did like her. She was the redemption of this book, I feel like. Whenever she was on page, I was happy about it. I wish the book had been about her, you know? Yeah, in this one we're following this princess from India, and her father has been assassinated, and so she flees the country and she accidentally stows away on the ship of this duke who she knew because she broke his heart 5 years before, and things kind of go from there. That's all I have to say about this. They used big words in awkward spots for it, and it was just not my cup of tea, and that's fine. I hope somebody else in our book club loves it, or at least likes it, because I didn't. Oops, okay. Moving on. I actually am not sure if I'm going to be able to finish another book that I can talk to you about this weekend, but I'll keep you updated. We'll see what we can do. Oh, also, here is an interesting update. Here are my yearly stats, and if you watched my last month's stats video, you know that I'm over here fighting for my life with this, and today I entered 3 different books and we're still over 50% small books, but this 10th place percentage is going down and down the more we do. We're out here fighting for our lives, and the really unfortunate part is that I do have to read 4 Magic Treehouse books this next week, so that's gonna mess everything up again. So I just really need to finish some of these longer books I'm in the middle of, and I'm working so hard. That's the update. And just like that, it's Monday morning, so I'm going to end this vlog here. Just some wrap up from this week. I did read about 2,400 pages over the course of the week for a total of about 31 hours worth of reading. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and comment down below. How are you doing? What did you read this week? And subscribe for more reading, writing, and college lifestyle content. And until next time, bye humans, bye!